Hey guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. Just got in. I just dropped my dad. Wow. I just dropped my dad off at chemo. Normally, like the first time we did it, 7 hours he was there. And it's not a very big room. So there's, you're just in the way of other patients and the nurses. So, and he's going to be only there for about 3 hours today, and he's got his cell phone with him, so he can call me if anything comes up. Nurses obviously are taking care of him, and so this is his second treatment. It's about 3 hours long. And then he does one tomorrow for like an hour, maybe 2 hours, or the same amount of time. I'm not quite sure. I know it's shorter, but and then he's done for the rest of the month. So normally, after today, what he'll do is I'll give him a Tangy Tangerine 2.0, which is that high test multivitamin mix, and then that will obviously help get rid of all the crap out of his system after chemo. And then he's been drinking a ton of water, which is good to keep things moving and getting out of his system, so always good. So today today's really crappy out. It looks like it's about to rain. Let me give you the temperatures outside here. We have 60.8 Fahrenheit outside at 68% humidity, and it is 68 Fahrenheit inside at 64%. So it's 60.8 outside, 68 degrees inside the tiny house without any heat source, and that's been overnight. And not to mention, I have the two back window, like the two windows at either end of the tiny house open a crack just for some airflow. So that's pretty good, guys. This radiant barrier material here that you see, that's behind all my insulation and ceiling, almost everything, definitely does work. So Celsius for Europe, it is 16 Celsius outside, 20.2 Celsius inside the tiny house. Cool. Now that that's done, battery level, guys, I'm sitting at 13.3 today because I have some loads on, and obviously the sun is not out in full force. Well, it is, but because of the weather we got some nasty going on. But I wanted to show you back here, the battery charging station is charged up. So I did bring the other one out of my bug out bag over. So I want to figure out a nice mounting situation for these battery packs. Maybe even here on the wall might be better. I don't know. We'll mount them somehow to the wall, and then that way, I have I can charge up to 8 batteries at the same time, which is pretty awesome. And all different varieties too. I'll show you here, guys. I can do the 18650s, which are lithium batteries. I can do, AA, AAA, AAA, and there's a whole other slew of different battery sizes that I can do. So here's the other unit here, and this is the XTAR, and it takes 5 volts at 2.1 amps for the input. It actually gives you the readings here, and the output, they kind of trickle charge it with the amps, so that's pretty good. But this is all the friggin' different battery types it does. It's freaking crazy. So it does 4A, which I've never heard of, AAA, AA, A, S, SC, CD, 10, 440, 14, 500, and a whole bunch of crazy. And it does all these different lithium batteries. Like, there's a whole list here. But these are really good. Highly recommend these for off-gridding. USB 5 volt, obviously, really good. So I'm gonna have to figure out a setup for that today. Back here, set both of them up, and hopefully the cords will reach, and that way I can charge all that stuff. Have fully charged batteries all the time for different devices, because when the sun goes down, guys, I'm limited on what I can do with the size of batteries I have here. So I rely heavily on, you know, little power packs and such to get me by, to power different devices. And I still haven't been able to get over here at night to try out my projector and other items, so that kind of sucks. Oh yeah, it's bad. So anyway, before I get to this, I do want to make a stand in the back for filming, because I want to be able to set my tripod down across from my solar back there, so you guys can get an actual good angle of what's going on. Because normally I'm kind of, I gotta move around the composting toilet without falling, and it's a nightmare. But anyway, yeah, I'll get to that in a sec, so see you in a bit.